Hello and welcome to the Rumblin' Man channel. In tonight's video, we are checking out a very versatile set of humbuckers made by Gatekeeper Pickups. So make sure you hang with me. Lately, when people ask me what pickup should I get on a budget, something that's not going to cost me a fortune, I recommend Gatekeeper Pickups every time. They're simply great. They sound incredible, and most of their sets go for like $100. I mean, how do you go wrong? Gatekeeper Pickups give you boutique tone at affordable price. Gatekeeper is the sub-brand of Porter Pickups, which is one of the best and most trusted names in pickup creation today. To cut costs, these pickups are made overseas, manufactured overseas, but to Porter's very strict specifications. That's how they give you boutique tone at a working man's price. So guys, I thank you so much for coming to the Rumblin' Man channel this evening. Do me a quick favor, if you have never been here before, go on and hit the subscribe button. If you like reviews of pickups, pedals, guitars, basses. This is a guitar and bass channel where bass players and guitar players of today and even of yesterday can have fun and check out cool things. So I'd love to have you as one of my subscribers. And if you're a return viewer, please do me a favor and go on and hit that thumbs up button so that YouTube will be more likely to recommend this video in searches for things like this product. So guys, I reached out to Brian Porter at Porter Pickups about reviewing this set of Gatekeeper Pickups, and he was very kind to accommodate. So Brian, thank you so much for making this happen today. This particular Hofner guitar, it's a very thin, limited edition with the Bigsby. Really cool 335 style guitar. However, I just wasn't crazy about the stock pickups, and I thought, you know, after playing some Gatekeepers recently for another video project, I'm pretty sure Gatekeepers are what I want to go with. And the way I found that out was I was actually at my guitar tech, Jeff's house, which, by the way, shout out to Jeff. Jeff, thank you. Jeff's a great guy, a great guitar tech, really saves my life all the time, and a great local collector. And he was really helpful to me in setting up this guitar, as well as installing these Gatekeeper pickups. So thank you, Jeff. But yeah, I was chilling at Jeff's house one day, and the funny thing was I had just gotten the Hofner 335 style guitar, and I plugged it into Jeff's amp, and I'm like, see, man, this thing sounds great. And he said, you want to hear a good sounding 335? And he pulled out a Sublime 335 style guitar. And if you don't know, Sublime guitars essentially contain Gatekeeper pickups, even though the Sublime guitar is no longer made. So I plugged in this Sublime guitar, and the pickups, the humbuckers in that thing, blew the Hofner pickups out of the water. And so I was like, man, do you want to trade? And he was like, at the time, no. So I just realized I had to have some Gatekeepers in the Hofner. So yeah, if you rewind, the way Gatekeeper Pickups began was Porter Pickups had a relationship with Sublime Guitars. Sublime was a guitar company based here in my home state of Florida. A lot of their guitars were ultimately manufactured overseas, but very strict quality control, just like Porter has with the Gatekeeper Pickups. So Gatekeeper Pickups were originally developed for Sublime Guitars. But when Sublime Guitars closed shop, unfortunately, Gatekeeper Pickups became a new sub-brand for Porter, in which they are now selling Gatekeeper Pickups by Porter Pickups. I personally love Porter Pickups. I love what they make. That Strat behind me has like a killer set of Strat pickups by Porter. That bass behind me, that P bass back there, has a Porter Pickups P bass pickup in it. I just love all the sets of Porter pickups that I've ever tried and used, and I have Porter pickups in like 4 or 5 of my instruments. That's how much I love them. So my favorite set of Gatekeeper pickups that I've tried so far was actually the hot wind humbucker set. I did a full review of those in another semi-hollow guitar, and you can check out that review right here on YouTube. But the set we're looking at today is the Gatekeeper-SCH humbucker set. And this is essentially crafted to be a versatile humbucker set. It's inspired by one of Porter Pickup's most popular sets. And so what we've got here is we've got a different wind in the neck than we do in the bridge. So the neck pickup is a little less wound than the bridge pickup. It's wound more to be a little more of a chill and mellow kind of pickup so that it would be good for tones like jazz, blues, genres that are really popular for using a neck pickup. Then the bridge humbucker is different. The bridge humbucker is more of a standard wind, but it's not overwound. It's not super hot wound, but it's certainly more wound than the neck pickup. Essentially, the bridge pickup is designed to just be versatile for all different types of rock music, or R&B, rhythm and blues. If you're playing that kind of thing, it's designed really to take your amp, to the point of breakup, or to really drive your amp or drive some overdrive, and to do so without sounding shrill. So yesterday, I was about to head out for a walk. I try to take a walk, when I can before I go and play a gig, and I play gigs most nights, hence the blown out voice. Sorry about that. And I decided, what? I wonder just how cool of jazz tones we can get with this neck pickup. So this next demo you're going to hear, I made yesterday in the afternoon, and I think it's really cool. Now, I'm not a great jazz player by any stretch of the imagination. I've always played by ear. Jazz is a little for me personally. So it's going to be kind of a jazz fusion style you're going to hear in this next demo. But it's all going to be neck humbucker, and I'll do a rhythm track, with the guitar, and then a lead track, and you'll get to hear that, okay? Now for this demo, I used the Zoom G3XN, which you can see my review of here on YouTube, which is a pretty good unit for amp simulation and effects that really doesn't break the bank at all. Also, you'll see some bass in this video, because what I decided to do was, because I do have another bass in here with Porter Pickups in it, I decided to use that particular bass to let you hear what Porter Pickups can do for you in the low end. So this is going to be a Michael Wolf bass guitar that features the Porter PJ set. Okay, so let's take a listen to my take on jazz fusion featuring some jazzy guitar tones with these Gatekeeper pickups. So guys, we've got a rock demo just ahead, but real quick, I just want to ask you, how important to you is good tone? I have found in my days, I've been searching for tone on guitar and bass for so many years. That's the whole reason I started the Rumblin' Man channel around 8 or 9 years ago at this point, is because I needed to get these thoughts out and I needed to talk with you guys about it. And I didn't know I'd grow to over 9,000 subscribers, but really grateful for that. So thank you guys so very much, and God bless you. There have been times in my life in which I felt like I got great tone, and there have been times in my life in which I felt like my tone was not up to my own expectations. And it's a battle we face, and sometimes you just got to have the proper gear. That said, I have discovered that there are some things we can't compromise on when it comes to tone. Some things we can and some things we can't. Okay, so for instance, something we cannot compromise on, to me, a couple things. For one thing, strings. Strings are what you contact with your fingers. Strings do have an impact on your tone. They do have an impact on the performance of your instrument. You need to use some good quality strings. But another thing is pickups. I can't even begin to express. You can check out some videos I've made, here on YouTube, in which I was playing a cheaper end electric guitar with cheaper end, Chinese pickups, and I had to dial out a ton of low end. You don't want to constantly be having to dial out all this stuff just to keep your pickups from mudding out. And whatever guitar you're playing, you need good pickups. And so that to me is what's cool about what Porter has done with Gatekeeper, because there's been plenty of times in my life that I haven't been able to afford a set of Porter pickups because they are boutique pickups. Well, that's the beautiful thing about Gatekeeper. I mean, these are pickups that are made like boutique pickups, but you can get a set for $100. So guys, on to this next demo real quick. What I want to do is I just want to kind of strum through the 3 pickup settings. Okay, so first I'm going to strum clean and start on the neck pickup, then go to both, then go to the bridge. All right, then I'm going to turn on just a little bit of tube screamer overdrive, and we will go back to the neck, the middle, and the bridge, just to let you hear really what the sound is like for each one of these settings. And again, this will also be the Zoom G3XN in this demo, which will be simulating an amp as well as some reverb and maybe some compression. Okay, but it's not going to be too changed. And the drive will be coming from there as well. All right, so let's take a listen to the different settings of these humbuckers. So very cool, but I know you're ready to hear the rock demo, because if you're anywhere around my age, then you probably play a lot of rock music. unless you're in the praise and worship world, which honestly, some of that stuff does have overdrive and roots and rock. Okay, so let's crank it up. What I'm going to do here is just a really simple rock demo, guys, but I recorded this one earlier today, this afternoon, using the same guitar, using the same bass. You'll hear the same Michael Wolf PJ bass with the Porter pickups in it, but with a different unit. In this demo for amp simulation and effects, I use the Digitech RP360 XP, which is another affordable in unit, but this one actually, in my opinion, it sounds pretty killer. So thank you, my friend Ed Hauser, for the loan. And let's listen to some of the sweet rock tones you can get with this really versatile set of pickups. So guys, that about wraps it up for today's demo and review. I would love to know in the comments of this video what you think of these pickups. Have you used Gatekeepers? What are your hesitations? Or what are the things that would incline you to buying a set? I'd love to know. And if you have questions, I'd love to be able to answer them. And if I can't answer them, then I can definitely, point you in the direction of Porter Pickups, and they can definitely answer your question. They're super great, personable people there. So big thanks to Brian and everybody at Porter Pickups for hooking me up for today's review. It is my honor to have the blessing bestowed upon me to get to review these humbuckers because I really believe in Porter Pickups products, and I really believe in the Gatekeeper products. And I really think that, if you're on a budget, if you just don't have all the money in the world to spend, but you need good pickups for your instrument, I think Gatekeeper is the way to go. Oh, by the way, remember that Sublime 335 style guitar I mentioned earlier? We're going to be taking a look at that pretty soon here and listening to the Gatekeeper pickups in it as well. And when that video comes out, you will see a link above me right now. But if you don't see that link, then it hasn't come out yet. But stay tuned to the Rumbling Man channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Give me a thumbs up. And we got more great content on the way. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for viewing this video today. God bless you all. And just really appreciate your continued support. I appreciate those of you who have watched all this time for doing so. It really means a lot. And I have no intention of stopping. Plan to keep bringing you the best content I can. Okay. Thanks so much. See you soon.